Humans are witnessing things they've never imagined. Creatures caught on camera or accidentally stumbling into our world are utterly bizarre. I've never seen anything so creepy in my life. A chilling discovery in America. A decomposed creature with a striking resemblance to a chupacabra. Its sharp teeth and hyena-like appearance fueled speculation, but its true identity remains a mystery. Even more bizarre, a creature emerged from the ground resembling a land octopus with multiple arm-like appendages. It grabbed something before vanishing back into its hole. Prepare to be disturbed. A strange fish found in Ontario has a crocodile-like face, but the body of a pike.
Can eat me now. Look at them
Its skeletal head and lack of eyes are straight out of a horror movie. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Meet the Carlicus sordidus, or the more fitting name, the vile meat weasel. This nightmarish worm-like creature calls the abyssal depths of Skull Island home. Yes, you heard that right. And these things can grow up to 13 feet long. Now check out this kangaroo-rat hybrid. So mysterious is this creature that most people assume it's a lab experiment. But believe it or not, it's an actual species. Crazy, huh? I have no idea what this creature is. It has an owl's face and an armadillo's body. A bizarre mutation? This is truly creepy. Next up, a mysterious large bird with injured legs and wings found in the forest. Its golden brown feathers and black wings with a long beak are equally strange. This aquatic creature discovered in Thailand is straight out of a sci-fi movie. With a fish-like body and an alien-like face complete with webbed hands, it's like something from another world. In 2016, a giant mutant goat with a dragon-like face shocked the world. Its enormous size and unusual features are truly astonishing. Meet the silvery marrot, a newly discovered monkey from the Amazon. Its distinctive silver-grey fur, dark tail and large yellow ears make it a truly unique creature. This primate has an unusual diet, including tree sap, bird eggs, and even small vertebrates. A daring frog takes a walk on the wild side, opting for bipedal locomotion. This trendsetter is clearly influenced by its human neighbours. A bizarre creature resembling a gorilla with a crow's beak is spotted on a Mexican street. Its unusual appearance is both captivating and unsettling. A miniature humanoid bug with an ant's face is discovered in the Pacific Northwest. This strange combination of features defies explanation. Locals in Ghana encounter moving tree roots that bear an uncanny resemblance to something out of a horror movie. An unusual insect with grasshopper legs and a tough shell is found stuck to a tree in Argentina. A giant log in Indonesia reveals a creepy interior filled with large white worms. These unexpected delicacies are apparently a popular treat in Asia. This colossal crustacean is a seafood lover's nightmare. Its immense size is truly mind-boggling. A peculiar worm-like creature was spotted in Taiwan by a group of locals who dubbed it a demonic being from the depths. In reality, it's a tangled horsehair worm. In Hawaii, a lifeless red crab was found on a beach. When a man picked up its hollow shell, a swarm of baby crabs poured out. It appears the tiny crab sought refuge inside the shell. A tree cut down at its roots began to contract and relax at the severed spot, as if the earth itself was disturbed by its removal. In Brazil, a newly discovered species, or perhaps a creature straight from a horror movie, was spotted. This large black spider appeared lifeless, but was creepy enough to scare people. A man poked it with a stick, but it didn't move. An eagle-sized bat with impressively large wings was seen on a beach in Florida. It flew gracefully, staying close to the ground and making its presence felt without flying too high. A strange honeybee was caught on camera appearing to have its head in its hands, as if cleaning or trying to reattach it, reminiscent of Mr. Potato Head from Toy Story. A guy caught an eel-like creature with a suction mouth filled with tiny sharp teeth. This black creature had a look that suggested it wouldn't let go if it bit someone. A fisherman came across 4 strange fish species that were purple, scaleless and eyeless, with small but sharp-toothed mouths. When he tried to examine one, it quickly attacked. A slimy creature with hundreds of legs was recorded and posted on Reddit in 2021, confusing people with its unsettling appearance. In Alaska, a strange creature with big black eyes, a few long weird hairs and frog-like skin was captured on camera holding onto a tree branch. Locals are advised to stay away from it. The quirky Birds Aren't Real movement claims that old birds are government drones spying on us. This parody started in 2017 and now has thousands of followers spreading this bizarre theory for fun. A mutant fish frog species was caught on a fishing rod with a face resembling a fish, a small tail, and frog-like legs. After failing to identify it, the man released it back into the water. Meet the headless frog. This frog, lacking a head, is still alive, baffling viewers and researchers who study its survival and adaptation abilities. This image has been viral for some time with various explanations. A bustling fishnet factory is in full swing with workers packing thousands of large, sturdy nets capable of holding significant amounts of fish. Imagine walking down a beach and encountering a creature that looks like a hybrid of a spider, scorpion and crab. Meet the tailless whip scorpion with mandibles and appendages up to 2 feet long. This fascinating arachnid is venom-free and relies on its long tail to sense vibrations. Have you heard the phrase, "run like a headless chicken"? Meet the headless wasp. This wasp, seemingly without a head, appeared confused but eventually found its head and flew away with it. Next up is a strange slimy creature discovered alongside a starfish. This creature resembled a large snail without a shell, brownish-black in color and about the size of a liver. It looked like an organ but was clearly some kind of bizarre slug. This apparently lifeless fish suddenly came back to life in a startling moment. It might have been muscle spasms, but it was definitely not normal. You might not be aware, but many types of marine annelid worms undergo a process called epitoky, where sexually immature worms transform into free-swimming forms capable of reproduction. After fertilization, these worms release their eggs and sperm by quickly breaking down their bodies. Odd birds were seen performing something strange with their wings spread wide open, perched on a fence and a pole. It looked like they were summoning something or performing a mysterious ritual. In Argentina, a man has a pet albino cockroach. The footage shows him taking it out of his pocket and holding it in his hand. The all-white albino cockroach squirmed out of his grip and crawled down his hand. A curious man stumbled upon a peculiar creature resembling a dragonfly with a crocodile-like face, large butterfly wings and legs. It seemed like something created in a lab by mad scientists. The roof of a house covered in pure white snow had a beautiful white peacock blending perfectly with its surroundings. After a while, the majestic peacock flew away swiftly. In New Mexico, a strange lizard with a vibrant blue hue and striking red eyes and feet caught a man's eye as he strolled along a sidewalk. What really caught his attention was the critter's mouth, which clutched something, likely its prey. Visitors were amazed by unusual fish emerging from the grass and climbing a nearby tree. Despite their aquatic origins, these grey-coloured fish seemed right at home on land, blending in well with the surroundings as they clung to the branches. Dolphins were spotted playing catch with a pufferfish, making sure not to hurt the little guy. It was a delightful sight as these playful dolphins had fun with the pufferfish. Some visitors found a tiny, almost invisible bug on a green leaf. The see-through bug was nearly impossible to spot at first, blending in so well with the leaf that you could see the leaf through its body. A remarkable deep-sea fish was spotted with large eyes resembling an owl's face. Its eyes seemed to glow in the darkest depths of the ocean, almost lighting up the underwater world. This fish gave off a spooky vibe, but was undeniably fascinating. A peculiar flower caught a local's eye with its bright orange color and fascinating patterns, making it look like a cartoon character with eyes, a nose and a cute little mouth. Adorable, right? Hundreds of grey caterpillars were spotted moving in a swirling formation stacked on top of each other, creating a dense circular pattern as they moved. A peculiar creature was discovered in the water with a brown exterior and a green interior. When touched, it immediately began to close itself, seemingly to protect its inner parts. A man had a clever pet crow that amazed him with its intelligence. The man placed food in a pipe out of the crow's reach, but the crow fetched another pipe from the ceiling, inserted it into the larger one, and pushed the food out to enjoy its treat. A bridge shrouded in fog revealed a giant shadow that, as the fog cleared, looked like a massive tank or perhaps a giant pirate ship from old times. The size was astonishing, causing drivers to slow down in fear. In the fields of Malaysia, a farmer discovered a giant Malaysian katydid perched on a leaf. The green insect calmly sat on his hand and opened its wings, revealing a brown box-like structure on its back. A scuba diver in the Pacific Ocean spotted something unusual on camera. As he swam closer, it resembled a tadpole that might have been a species of stingray. In another video, a man caught a fascinating creature from the ocean, a barrel shrimp. This tiny transparent creature with black eyes emerged from its hood-like shell using its legs to touch its face. Want to see something extremely weird? Here's a video of a cow standing on the roof of a house. This big black cow stood fearlessly, seemingly enjoying the weather, before starting to stroll around the roof. In the rainforest of Brazil, a strange tree was discovered with green algae covering the top of its trunk, forming a large cluster. Water trickled from the algae as if the tree was producing it, with no taps or recent rain to explain the flow. On an island in China, a visitor found a lifeless dragon. This large creature had sharp teeth, big wings, a long tail, large sharp horns, and a slightly elongated face. It appeared to have reached its demise only a few days ago. A snake was spotted swimming in the water, gliding smoothly with something feathery attached to its head. It was unclear whether another animal was stuck on its head or this feathery thing was part of the snake itself. A strange video shows a giraffe sitting in a truck, loosely tied to the front with a simple rope. The giraffe appeared to be enjoying the traffic and observing the human activity around it. 6 Shar-Pei puppies were found in a tub just a few days old. With their characteristic wrinkled skin, they were snuggled up, sitting on top of each other, creating an adorable and heartwarming scene. A man had a strange creature that looked like a mix between a fish and a lizard. It had fins on its head, big lips, and small coral reef-like structures around its face. Whenever the man tried to touch it with his finger, the fish would swim towards it and attempt to gulp it down. An electric boat was moving in circles on the water with 2 small skates attached. On these skates stood a squirrel, gripping a pole, effortlessly cruising around and seeming to enjoy the ride. This next video comes from a forest in southern Peru, where 4 people clung to a tree for dear life. Below them, a group of hungry hyenas and a rhino lurked, ready to attack. The hyenas looked very hungry, just waiting for one of the people to fall. Those folks were terrified, knowing any wrong move could be their last. In someone's home in Egypt, a creepy sight has amassed millions of views. At first, it looks like a nest, but nests don't move like this. Can you guess what this thing is? While paragliding in Brazil, a man spotted a vulture soaring above him. To his surprise, the vulture swooped down and perched on his feet mid-flight, seemingly enjoying the glide as much as he was. They continued to glide through the skies together as if they were one. This next video is from a forest in Africa that caught fire after being struck by heavy lightning. The blazing trees created a fascinating sight, almost as if witches lived inside them. Ever heard of grass bubbles? These pimple-like lawn blemishes form when water gets trapped beneath the surface, creating a ballooning sheet of grass. They often appear after heavy rain or a burst pipe, offering a unique and oddly gratifying experience. If you're having trouble recognizing this, let me tell you that this is what a turtle's insides actually look like. It's quite the revelation about that docile creature. In the corner of a house in Canada, a massive nest of wasps was spotted. These nests aren't usually that big, but if you ever spot one of this size, it's time to evacuate. The grey nest was filled with large wasps, looking like an entire wasp society. A woman was surprised to find a large egg that contained another shelled egg inside it. When she cracked it open into a bowl, she discovered this unusual and intriguing phenomenon. While in the forest, a man cut down a pine tree, but it toppled in the wrong direction. It collided with a nearby tree, causing a chain reaction. One tree fell onto another, setting off a cascade, and eventually a whole row of trees came crashing down. A massive tunnel-like object captured on camera resembled part of a rocket, plane, or large ship. Workers transported it on a truck, and it looked unusual and out of the ordinary. A carpenter shaped something that ended up resembling a skull. Using tongs because it was too hot to touch, he dipped it into cold water, creating bubbles due to the extreme heat. Afterwards, he removed it from the water. In the rainforest, there's an amazing flower that secretes a natural shampoo-like fluid. This stunning pink and yellow flower produces a clear liquid when gently squeezed, which everyone collects for shampoo. A man discovered a breathtaking pool while taking a stroll with his dog. He claims it to be some sort of magma boiling underneath the water, while the online community calls it a frog's pool. This mystery remains unsolved unless someone comes up with an explanation. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends, write a comment, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can catch my next video.